Image. They had painted, Joseph, your book.
Yes, yes, right.
It's a
Um,
book of advocacy, or well, in fact, you should be talking about it, not me, but that's what it is. And I've just
right.
been
Right.
pulling out some of the uh, pieces within it that I particularly enjoyed. Are you ready for
Thank
the
you.
next one?
Yes, I am. Right. Um,
Monkey Who?
Walking here. Yeah, right. Um,
I always, absolutely. I was floored by that the first time I read it.
I come from Mississippi, right? And I love my state. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Mississippian. I mean, I have over a century of roots in not just Mississippi, right?
Mm,
So I love my birthplace. I love where I'm from.
mm,
Uh, we do have our problems, right? Um, and one of our main problems has to do with race. The way some races like to look at others as monkeys or whatever, you know?
mm,
Especially here in the South, right? So I decided to pose that question, right?
mm,
Um, and I decided to pose that question not necessarily to the ordinary citizen in Mississippi, but the elected officials in
mm,
Mississippi.
mm,
Because I think leadership, I think leadership dictates that they have a different perspective about who are humans, because we're all humans,
mm,
right? And I'm no lesser than you. You're no lesser than me. We're no greater than one another. So yeah, it was fun writing that piece, right? Monkey see, monkey do, right? Um, and so forth. But it was quite enlightening, and I have found people who quite enjoy it.
Oh, it was obviously confrontational as it was intended to be, I'm sure. Um, but but in a very clever, I thought in a very clever way.
Thought provoking, I like to think,
Mm,
right? Um, I mean, if we take if we take race as seriously as we should, it should be thought provoking.
mm,
Um, how when I think of my situation, how race played a part inside of this thing, how race fear plays a part inside of this thing, um, and how I perceive my judge to look at me when I stood before him. I was a lesser being, so to speak,
mm,
right? I was that monkey in the tree,
mm,
right? Um, but he was aping that my judge and my prosecutors, they were aping something that has been passed down to them. So I mean, it begs the question, who's the monkey, right? Um,
indeed.
right. So it was fun. I
Mm.
enjoyed it. So
Thank you for that. I think it's one of the first pieces that has come out of Parchman that has actually, I'm going to say, have had the courage to really tackle that thorny subject. It is a subject that is largely avoided. Can we
um,
talk about that? Is there still a reluctance to sort of confront that issue because of
I mean,
the likely
yes.
response online?
Well, I mean, it's a touchy, it's a touchy subject, right?
Mm,
Um, because again, we all have our own perceptions about who we think people are, or whatever, right?
mm,
But when it comes to race inside of Mississippi, it's sort of taboo, if you want to call it, right?
Mm,
Um, and people tend to shy away from that. Not just people in society, but people that I live around. We don't have that thing where we have an open discussion about how I see you, how I'm supposed to see you.
mm,
Um, and that takes me back. It takes me back to what you and I did when we was talking about. I have white friends too.
yeah.
Um, that's what I liked about Tom.
Mm,
I wasn't shy about that subject.
mm, yeah.
Yeah.
So many of these stories are sort of entwined, aren't they, in so many ways?
Um, I mean, yeah. I mean, they are about me, my living experiences, and what I come face to face with every day of my life here.
Mm,
So they touch one another in a very personal way.
mm. And
And
sorry, I cut you off. I thought you'd finished there. Carry on.
so I don't think they should be separated. I think they
Mm,
should be talked about in that sense because again, they are intertwined.
mm. And I get frustrated, as you know, with Mississippi and the sort of the state of play, as it were. When do you think, that when will we start to see some real progress in these southern states with regards to race and attitudes to people?
Um, I mean, when we're able to sit down and I can tell you what I think and you can tell me what you think. And we have this debate about that thing,
Mm,
as far as the right and the wrong inside of it or whatever. But again, until our elected leaders come to grips with trying not to con the public so they can remain in office,
mm,
because if I can keep you divided, if I can keep you divided, then I can continue to do what I do. If I can keep you distracted, then you don't pay attention to what I'm doing, right?
mm,
Um, it's true. It's true when they make the statement that a house divided can't stand, right? And that's where we are inside of Mississippi when it comes to race. We are a house divided. We like to pretend that we are not. But again, if I can't sit down with a white person and have an open discussion about race, how you see race,
mm,
how you come to think and believe the way that you come to think and believe, and be truthful about that thing. See, that's another problem. We're not truthful about um, describing who criminals are today as opposed to who are criminals in our past. Um, that's relational.
mm,
And I understand it from a white point of view that is relational because you're related to Jefferson and Washington and Lee and all these other people. But simply because you're related doesn't mean you don't have the understanding that these people were criminals.
mm,
Criminals the way that we define criminals today. And if we are going to hold criminals accountable today for committing these atrocities,
mm,
how come we can't hold criminals of the past for those same conduct?
mm. Interesting. That's a big old topic there, Joseph. Thank you for that. And
Yes, it is.
everyone should read Monkey Who. And actually, I seem to
Yes,
recall it was one that my mum recited for our website.
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I really enjoyed that, right?
Yeah.
So even she saw the wisdom of that poem.
Absolutely, absolutely. She did. She did. She did
Um,
indeed. Thank you
so
for that.
thank you. Thank you.